Nope, you're good.
Oh, come on. Am I running out of lead? There we go. So star. Oh, come on. Yep, there it is. Divided by. And that's margin of error. Okay. Now I just got to get that quiz opened up.
Alrighty. And then I believe we're supposed to be starting with a prayer. So when you get that done, I'll say a prayer and get us started.
Okay. All right, I'm good to go.
All right. Our Father in heaven, we thank thee for this day, and we thank thee for the opportunity to continue our studies and to work together to better understand what we're learning. And we pray that thy Spirit will be with us to help us to understand and process all of these things. Bless us to remember the terminology and which formulas to use. And we pray thou bless Taylor that he'll be able to get caught up and back with us soon. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen.
Alrighty. So,
So did
quiz.
Taylor email us?
Yeah, I just said it. Life is crazy, and he won't be able to meet.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so I imagine just getting probably overwhelmed. Too many things going on.
Yeah, I think that this is the class that I'm struggling with this semester. So there you go.
Yeah, and we have another exam, like next week or the week after that or something.
Yeah, I think it is next week. Like end of next week. That's really snuck up on us, didn't it?
Yes. So
All
I
right.
was trying to review my past notes, and then I was like, I think this one's gonna kill me. But oh well, we'll keep trying. All right.
Yep.
So question 3. We've got paired data where D is X after minus X before. The null hypothesis is the mu of D equals 0, and the alternative hypothesis is the mu of D is not equal to 0. And the population standard deviation is not known. Jordan collects a sample size of N and computes the sample mean. Is that what D bar means? For that sample, and it's 2.2, and the standard deviation for the sample is 3.3. What is the value of the test statistic? The
Well,
t-test.
SD is standard deviation, right?
Yeah. So we're back to the t, which is if so that's where we have like x bar minus mu all divided by s divided by the square root of n, right? That's the t statistic.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, wait 1 second. Well, it said this is paired data, so I'd assume we use the new formula where it's like, yeah, d bar minus 0 divided by standard deviation by the square root of n.
So we're going to have 2.2 minus 0 divided by 3.3 divided by the square root of 9, correct? That's the formula?
Yeah. Yeah. So 2.2. Oh, why does this keep breaking? There we go. Okay. 2.3. And where? Oh, there's n. Okay, so 3.
Is that 2?
Um. Hmm.
2.2 divided by 1.1.
Well, oh yeah, I think 2.2 divided by 1.1. Yeah, it's 2. That's really simple.
It's kind of odd to have a whole number, but it didn't say rounded decimal places, so maybe that means we did it right.
So that's a good sign. Knock on wood. All right. Question 4 says the probability of obtaining a test statistic greater than Jordan's test statistic is 0.0403. Use this probability to determine the p-value for Jordan's hypothesis test. Round to 3 decimal places. Oh boy.
So
What?
do we just plug that number into the probability thing where, except we don't have degrees of freedom? Or am I thinking?
Wait. Okay. Wait, which symbol is degrees of freedom, or does it even have one?
It's DF.
Oh, DF. Oh boy.
Yeah. We weren't given that, but we should be able to plug it into the probability applet thingy, right? No?
The applet that they gave us on the quiz?
Yep. But it doesn't tell us degrees of freedom. Wait, the degrees of freedom is n minus 1, right? So the degrees of freedom would be 8? And then we can plug in 0.0403.
I have in my notes is n minus 1. Wait. I'm assuming that means it equals the degrees of freedom is n minus 1, yeah.
Yep.
And we got to put in the t-score, right?
It's the probability. We're looking for the t-score. It's asking for the t-score, right?
Oh, is it?
No, no, it's saying use this probability to determine the p-value for Jordan's hypothesis test.
I was gonna say I thought we just got the from doing that whole equation. I thought 2 is the t-score.
You're right, it is. So why did they give us that number? The 0.0403, what are we supposed to use that for?
I'm gonna look at the applet quick. Okay, one sec. Okay.
So if we put 2 in, then that gives us a probability of 0.0805, right?
Yeah. Are we supposed to use the Excel sheet that we used last time we video chatted?
Possibly.
I'm going to open that up and see if that has something to do with this.
So it's telling us the probability of getting a test statistic.
That can't be it. It looks too unrelated. Okay, let's refer back to the book. Seeing anything about if they give us the probability, so we'll see what the book says.
So the question says your probability of attaining a test statistic greater than Jordan's, t, which is 2.
Oh, okay. Yep. So there is a tab. There is a tab on the thing we used last time, that's paired sample test. So we want, let's see here. Okay, let's move that over. Hmm.
I'm kind of, I don't know how we use the 0.0403.
Yeah, I'm still trying to.
Ability to determine the p-value for Jordan's test.
Probability. I don't even see anywhere on this thing to enter in the probability for something else.
That one has to do with the applets. So
would we put it in on the area 0.0403?
that's what I did, and that gave me a t-score, but we already have a t-score for his test, right? So if I enter the t-score in that applet, then the area gives me 0.0805. So to me, that's the probability of getting the t. If we do just greater than t, it's 0.0403. That's the number they gave us.
Oh, man. Yeah, this one's got me stumped.
Okay, wait. So it's telling us, here's this thought. Looking at that applet, the probability of attaining a test score greater than Jordan's would only highlight the right side, right? But Jordan's hypothesis test is greater than or is not equal to. So wouldn't that be both sides of the thing highlighted, not the middle? You understand what I'm saying? So that if we select both tails, because it's a two-tailed kind of thing, then that increases the area to 0.0805. And so that's the probability of his test.
Yeah.
Do you follow my logic?
Yeah. I did the same thing though. I shaded the right side and I got 0.0202.
Did you change the degrees of freedom to 8?
To 8?
Yeah.
Yes. Area is something else when I plug it in.
Okay, so if you put the t value as 2 and the degrees of 8, and you shade just to the right, what do you get?
Oh, wait, let me see. Oh, so now it's. Wait, what? Now it's 0.0403.
Okay, so that's what they told us in the quiz question, is that if it's greater than t, greater than his value, it's going to be that probability, which is the area, right? But his test is a not equal to, so that's a two-tailed, so we want to shade both sides. And if we shade the lower end, then that changes the area to 0.0805. And that would be the probability of his test.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I've got the right logic, but that's the only thing I can think of. And so it says to round to 3 decimal places, so it'd be 0.081.
Yep, 0.081.
Try that.
Yeah, fingers crossed anyways.
Okay. So now question 5. So we're going to do group 1 minus group 2. Null hypothesis is mu of D equals 0, and the alternative is mu of D not equal to. So it's a two-sided test. Level of significance, 0.1. Right? So we take that data. Will you take the pan off the burner and just let it sit? Thank you. Yes, ma'am. All right, sorry. So I am using data A. I opened up both of these. And we're doing group 1 minus group 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Group 1 minus group 2, enter, and scroll down to get all of them. Good. Now we copy that data.
Mm-hmm. And paste it into the other one, the paired sample t-test.
Yes.
And the quantitative. Let's see here.
Whoops. Give me a second. I'm still copying. Copy. And then paste as just a
which one represents the test statistic? It's not T, is it?
Hang on just a second. I need to finish copy. I didn't copy the first ones. Sorry, I just did my.
Oh, you're fine.
Paste. All right, so our confidence level is 0.90. And it's not equal to, right? So I have those things correct. You got N is 20.
So is it the T that we're looking at, or?
So the T is going to be 0.407. Right? Is that what you got?
Mine's 0.515.
Oh, shoot.
Did you do
what
chapter
did you get
12 data A?
I think so. Yeah. What's your first difference? Do you have negative 32.1?
Let me see. Let me scroll over. For the first difference?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I wish I'm going to take a picture and send what I got to you. Mine looks so weird right now. Let me know if my numbers match up with yours at all. Looks weird, like something didn't do what it was supposed to. And send. Hopefully that sends.
Okay.
But yeah, for variable 1 is your first value 202.09?
Yep. The second variable is 234.19.
Yep, and I have no difference for that one.
Okay, so let me go here. So I'm going to share my screen with you.
Okay.
I'm going to show you. Oh, how do I do that again? Share screen. There. Share. All right. Then I'm going to go to Excel, and this is what I did. This is how I take care of the data. So I've got group 1 and group 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So next to the first one, I'm going to type equals. I'm going to click on group 1. Then I do the minus. And I click on group 2. And that puts those two cells into the equation. And I press enter. That gives me the first answer. And then if I click on this little box down at the bottom, and I drag it all the way to the bottom, it copies that formula below.
Oh, wow.
And so then it does it for every one. So if like you click on this one here, you can see it's taking A4 minus B4, and that gives you the problem.
Okay.
So then the next thing you have to do is I can take this whole thing and copy it. Okay, so I got all 3 columns. I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to go to the other document. And I'm going to, oh, wait, I can't remember if I took the top row or not.
Pasted it all in there, right?
Okay, so I'm going to right click and I'm going to pick the second one where it just pastes the values.
Yeah.
So I don't have the formula. And so then that's how I got all those tallied there. And does that make sense?
Yeah. Just one quick question. Could you go through the first thing you did where you had them like how you had to calculate the distance by yourself?
Yep. I'm going to go to the next set of data. So
okay.
Click on the cell next to the ones you want to add.
Okay. And then you equals.
Always, yeah, because that tells you we're creating a formula. And then click group 1.
Yep.
Fine. Group 2.
And then group 2.
Yep.
And then
that
enter.
cell. And then yep. And once that's there, then select the cell again and see the little green box.
Yep. And then click and drag it all the way down.
And that's what copies the formula down.
Well, I'll be darned.
And I believe.
Okay, then I'm gonna paste that in. Copy.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm supposed to do those. So then, do we have the same kind of statistics looking?
It's weird. It didn't copy successfully. Did you highlight all 3 boxes when you pasted or just one?
Just the one.
Okay, that might be.
No, what do you mean? Did I highlight?
Like when you select a cell, did you select just one cell when you decided to paste, or did you like drag across all 3?
I just selected the first, because to copy all 3 or to paste all 3 columns, I just selected the first one and then did my paste on that, and it's going to fill in the other 3.
There we go, and let's see what I got. 0.047. Oh wait. Yeah, is that what you got?
Yep.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
The confidence level looks the same, right? So we've got all the numbers the same?
Yep, I put it as 0.9.
All right, I'm going to stop sharing now.
All right, sounds good.
Go back to the quiz. So the T statistic is 3 decimal places, 0.407.
There we go. And number 5 now. What is the p-value? 0.689?
Yep. I hope. Yes, that's what I have. Hope I did it right.
Crossed.
Yeah.
So question 7. What is the correct decision based on this evidence?
So the p-value is greater than is that confidence level? Is that what that is? Alpha?
Yes.
I can
Wait, what?
never
No, that's level of significance. That's what you're thinking of.
level of significance. And that's what we're thinking of, though. If the P is greater than the level of significance, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. So we fail to reject.
Correct, yeah, because if it was less than, they would be the opposite. Yep. So, yep, we should fail to reject. All right, question 8 says, suppose your alternative hypothesis is instead HA mu D is greater than 0. What is the correct decision based on this evidence?
So the mu D is greater than 0. Does that change any of our values in our thing? If we go back to that and we change not equal to greater than, does that change any values? It changes the p-value.
Yeah,
Now
yeah, greater than makes it change the p-value, but that's the only thing that looked noticeable.
but the p-value is still greater than the level of significance because it's 0.1, so that doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
If our p-value had been 0.5, it would have changed something, right? But it didn't. They didn't tell us to change the p-value. They just changed that.
No, yeah. Yep. So which statement do we want? The first or second one? Or wait. We have sufficient.
I hate. Suppose the alternative hypothesis is that the correct decision. We'd still fail to reject.
Yeah,
Right?
just the wording of these is so weird.
So that means the null hypothesis is still equal to 0, right? And so we have insufficient evidence that the mean of the difference is equal to 0. That's not true, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or
Would it be the
or we
second
have,
one? We have insufficient evidence that the mean of the differences is greater than 0.
yeah. I think it's the second one.
Okay.
All right, save that one.
Oh, wait.
No?
Wait, or would it be the last one? Because the last one sounds pretty good too. We have sufficient evidence that the mean of the differences is equal to 0.
I kind of go back to the thing where we never say we accept the null hypothesis. We either reject it or we fail to reject it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
But I guess are we making a statement about the hypothesis or the alternative hypothesis?
Yeah, I feel like it's either the second one or the third, or the second one or the last one.
Okay, so here's my other thought: is we usually are isn't. Now I'm.
Well, we'll leave it for now. We'll leave it as the second one, and then if we get it wrong, I feel like it's the fourth one. But yeah, we'll just see what happens.
I'm kind of wondering, do we talk about the hypothesis in our explanations, or we don't usually talk about the alternative hypothesis, right? And so that's what leads me to the fourth one, but I still don't know for sure. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So which one are you thinking the most right now is right?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's come back after we're done
Okay.
and just revisit that one. Let's answer some other questions and then come back and maybe it'll make sense.
Okay, and I'll open this one meanwhile. Oops.
Group
Data
one,
B1.
I have to write down what I'm minusing. Minus group two.
Enable editing.
We're
Thank
doing,
you.
not equal to again.
So group one minus group two. And the magic.
Okay, question 9, we don't even have to do anything yet with, but I didn't save my subtracting. We're subtracting group 1 minus group 2, right?
Correct. Yep.
And that's equal 39, and we're going to copy that down. All right, that's done. And then I need to go to the other one and delete my info that I have in there. And I'm going to go back here. Not that one. Database 2. We're going to copy all you.
Oh, come on.
And just paste just the value.
No.
Did you get it?
Oh my gosh. So have you ever had where Excel like makes the dotted lines around everything? Do you know how to get rid of that?
No.
Okay, because it's just being such a pain. Okay, one sec. Okay, let's try this now. Okay. Oh boy. This is so lame. Okay, let's just start over. Whew, technology stinks. Let's delete that and try this again. I always get into trouble when I try to take shortcuts. Let's see. And okay, do you still have the chapter 12 data B open?
Yeah.
What was your group one variable group one number for the first one?
69.
Yeah, something messed up. One second. That's not good. I hate autosave sometimes. Okay, there we go. We're back. Okay. Equals that minus that. Okay. All right, we're copying everything again. And yeah, it's like when I copy it, it like makes these dotted lines around everything.
Are
It's a
you
little
making
weird, but
sure that just when you copy it?
yeah, it's weird, but I mean,
Oh, well, that's because that's what's selected, right?
yeah, how do you unselect though?
So click somewhere else in the file on an open cell and just press delete.
Yeah,
Did that
anyway,
help?
that temporarily, but anyways, let's just compare values and forget about that.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Technology is not my thing sometimes. All right, so so the question's asking which is greater.
N or DF, right?
Yeah, so n is greater.
Yes, because DF is N minus 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
How? All right. Then the p-value, did you
Oh wait.
get?
Okay, yeah, it stayed the same. Okay, what was your question?
P-value.
My p-value is 0.0012153112.
Uh-oh. My p-value is different.
Change back to not equal to for your type of test.
I did not. Thank you. There, that changed that. Boom. So it's 0.0012, so 0.001.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 0.001. And then question 11. So p-value
We rejected this time, right?
is less than, so we reject the null hypothesis. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
This time we're going to use greater than. And you keep the same level of, it's,
Oh wow, this time. Okay.
the p-value went down.
Oh yeah, it's like 0.001 if you round it up.
Decreased.
Yep. And 13, what decision do you make? You still reject it, right?
Yes.
Because it's even lower. Okay. 14, based on your response from the previous question, what conclusion do you make? Oh, one of these again. Yay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
So we're rejecting the null hypothesis. So we're saying the null hypothesis is not true. We have evidence to assume that we have sufficient evidence to say that the mean is not equal to 0, right?
Well, this time it's talking about two groups.
To say there's no change. So that means there is a difference because we're saying okay, we have sufficient evidence that there is no mean difference between the two groups. That's not right. We have
It might be
two's
the
not
third
right.
one, right? We have sufficient evidence that there is a mean difference between the two groups, because if you look at the
Yes,
means, then there
I
are
think that's it.
differences. Okay, fingers crossed. Knock on wood. All right, looks like we got about 3 or so questions left. 2, maybe 3. All right, as we have seen, the p-value depends on the alternative hypothesis. In general, which alternative hypothesis will give the smallest p-value? Oh boy. Let's go
Wouldn't it
through.
depend on the problem?
I feel like it would. But if we go off of this one only, then let's see. Then it would be greater than. But yeah, you want to say not enough information just to be safe?
Yeah, let's just try it.
You were watching Netflix.
So, all right, last two. Information. Determine the 95% confidence interval for the mean difference between the two groups using group 1 minus group 2. Input your answers below.
So we're still using the same group stuff. We're going to change the
interval to 0.95.
confidence. Are we still doing greater than, or are we doing equal to?
Maybe it doesn't matter.
Okay.
What is the point estimate difference? How do you get the point estimate difference?
I don't know.
Wait 1 second. We're going to go
What
to
number changes if I change it to 0.9? And, oops, 0.95. I'm seeing the confidence interval changing, but I don't see the t-value changing or the p-value changing.
Yeah, it's mainly the confidence interval. It changes.
What's the point estimate? Isn't the point estimate all those different numbers?
Let me see.
The point estimators are, in my notes, says they're the statistics above, which gives the mean, the standard deviation, and the variance. And then the point estimate is the mean plus or minus the margin of error. So I guess it's the sample mean, and it didn't change, right?
No.
Confidence level, so it'd still be, that's the T, right? 3.737.
The T is what now?
Isn't that the sample mean?
Oh boy. Sure. Oh boy. Let's see. Yeah, I guess so. So we're gonna go with 3.37. I mean 3.737.
Sure.
For the mean difference between the two groups. Oh boy. Okay.
I'm not getting.
I was gonna say I feel like we're missing something for that one, but we'll see.
Well, I'm looking at the next question too. margin of error for the 95% confidence interval?
Ooh, I might have something there. Equation where it's like T star and then in parentheses sample standard deviation divided by the square root of the sample size. That's how you find the margin of error.
Okay. But we also could.
I'm going to get my charger really quick from my phone. It's at 10%. Okay, let's see here. And plug that in. Okay, bring that closer. Okay, there. Have we made any progress?
I am. $17.459 minus 3.737 equals and then 6.450.
So what's the sample standard deviation? Do we know that already?
The sample standard deviation is 15.03, right?
Point 0.003?
Yeah, right? Isn't that?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So not, okay, wait. So the T's none. Okay, let me go. So the question 15. What is the point estimator for this 95% confidence interval? Isn't that the mean for this sample? And it's not the t-score. I was wrong there. It's the be 11.955. It's kind of the X bar is going to be the 11.995, right? 955, sorry, 11.955.
Yeah.
And so $17.459 minus 11.955 equals $6.450 equals clear. 11.955 minus 5.504 equals. Okay, so here's what I did. If X bar is equal to 11.955, which I got out of the spreadsheet for the mean for the two groups combined.
Mm-hmm.
Are you seeing that? Okay, so then.
Yep.
When we take the confidence. So I'm doing this one for 0.9 and I should have changed it to 0.955. I need to change it. But you'll understand what I'm saying. I took 17.459 and subtracted the mean, and that gave me the difference.
Wait, what did you subtract from the mean?
Okay, I took the higher level of the confidence interval.
Oh, and you subtracted that from the difference mean?
Yeah, so I took 17.459, sorry, and I needed, but that's not going to be the answer to the next one. I need to change because the confidence level is going to change if I put it to 95%.
Mhm.
Then so it's going to be 18.607 minus 11.955. And that's going to give us the difference, right? The margin of error. Is that right?
What formula did you use for that?
I didn't use a formula. I used the principle that the confidence level is the margin, or the mean, the sample mean plus or minus the confidence level.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Or, I mean, not the confidence level, the margin of error. Get my terminology right.
No, you're good.
And so then six plus,
But do you multiply it then by the sample standard deviation divided by the square
no,
root?
no.
Okay. Huh.
So in it's chapter 10, and that's where we talked about the point estimators.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave us a big formula that the probability is mu minus 2 times sigma over the square root of n. Okay, that was the first formula they gave us, and then they talked about how m is equal to that 2 times sigma over the square root of n. Okay, and so then they taught us about the confidence intervals, and basically it's going to be, if we know the confidence interval, so we know the answers, and then we know the mean, we can solve for m.
Oh, okay.
So it's mean plus or minus m. So mean minus m is going to give us the lower confidence interval. Mean plus m is going to give us the upper confidence level.
Okay.
So our margin of error, is that what the question asked, now that I figured that out?
Yeah.
So we're saying the point estimate for this is the mean, which we got as 11.955.
Mm-hmm.
And then 17, it says, what's the margin of error for that? And we got 6.652.
Yeah, 0.652.
6.652. There's more questions.
And then input the lower bound, which is the interval, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5.303.
I got it back.
18.607.
Yep. Want to make sure we had the same thing.
I hope.
Okay, so 18.607, then 18 is 5.303, and you said 17 was 0.652?
6.652.
Oh, why? There we go. Thought I fixed that. Okay, there we go.
I'm submitting.
Yeah, see how we did?
Oh, wait, did we go
Nothing.
back and one?
I'll let you know if we got it wrong. Which one was it that we thought we got wrong? Oh, was it number 8? Because we got it right.
I think so. Yeah, because I wrote down possibly the 4th, but
Looks like we got it right. Okay, can you read me your answer for number 16? Because that's
16.
that's the only one I have wrong, but I could have mistyped it.
11.955.
Oh, I know what I did. Okay. Yeah, I think I accidentally erased it and put in the value for another question. Yeah, because I have 3.737 for some reason.
Which question did I miss?
You missed a question?
Yeah.
Oh, the only one I missed was, which one number? I just told you. 16.
I got 18 wrong.
You got 18 wrong?
Yeah.
That was
What was the lower bound?
5.303.
5.503.
No, 303.
Yeah, it's good to see you again.
5.303. I wrote 5.503.
Oh, so a little typo.
Yeah, 5.303 fix. All right, so I'll just read
And
it.
I can have this open while I do a new one, right?
I just go open up a whole new window and start the quiz and then go through it.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Yeah,
righty.
I'm gonna do that quick. But yeah. Yeah, do you wanna do that then see if we're good, or do you just wanna call it quits now?
No, I'm good. I can fix
Okay.
that one. We're good. You don't need to
Okay.
wait. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks for your help and your patience. Appreciate it.
No, my crazy brain doesn't always get it right. So thank you. I'll see you Thursday.
Yep, see you Thursday. Have a great one.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.